MLB talk show. Yeah, that's about it. So, anyway, this is not our first video, as we're clearly aware of, because I am so smart. I'm recording this from my phone, and I didn't realize if I deleted it from my camera roll, it would delete it from YouTube. It obviously hadn't downloaded to YouTube yet, so I won't do that this time.
So now we have to decide where Price is going to be traded again.
Oh man, we talked about so much about Price. Anyway.
Where's Zobrist's going to be traded?
Yeah, this hasn't sounded like an MLB talk show yet. We've been talking about how I accidentally deleted something from my camera roll, not a.
Okay, now where is Zobrist going to be traded?
Well, Zobrist is I'm confused. He's not doing very good this year.
No, he's had a very good year. Well, it's better than a lot of the Rays have had.
You know, that's true.
You can't argue with that point.
The Rays just can't get a break. We don't sound like the people on MLB Network. We sound like no, they're not here yet. Sorry about that.
Well, we're not biased. You got to keep in mind we're not biased towards the Rays.
Yeah, like all the reporters are like, "Oh, the Rays are the stupidest, most ridiculous team ever," and then they win the playoff, and then they go to the World Series, and then they're like, "Oh, we always predicted they would do awesome, just like we said so many years ago."
Well, we've kind of now agreed that the Rays may not make any trades at all.
Well, that's hard to believe because I think the Rays don't need Price anymore, to be honest. They already got good pitching. It's more their hitting that they need, and they would get hitting from it.
Well, the fact remains that the best case scenario for the Rays would be to have them next year, and that's unpractical to think that they will have them still next year.
They won't.
Because
they need to trade him
Rays
right
cannot afford his contract. It's just the way it is. The Rays are not a big money team and don't have the revenue in order to keep these players of that superstar category. And I think Price understands that.
I think Price would take a discount. Probably not very big, like Longo. Longo signed a 10-year, $100 million contract, so that means he's only getting paid $10 million each year, and that's the most ridiculous thing that he could have done.
Yes, and his agent probably probably got in a lot of trouble with the Major League Baseball Players Union because they don't want their players signing under market value contracts because it hurts the other players.
Well, the MLB Players Association shouldn't care about that. They should care on how they play rather than how much they're getting paid. Well,
it's big business, unfortunately.
But to be honest, you know what? We probably shouldn't be talking about the Rays anymore. I'm getting too stressed out.
Let's talk about some of the teams that are contending and what they can do to improve themselves. Oakland's already done it.
Well, Oakland's gotten Jeff Samardzija.
Who's some of the other teams that are up there at the top right now that if they don't do something pretty quick, they're not going to be up the top?
The Detroit Tigers and their closer pitcher.
So you think the Detroit Tigers' problems are mainly in their relief pitching, not in their starting pitching?
No, their starting pitching is definite. They got Smiley, Sanchez, Preciado, Verlander, Scherzer. When you have that kind of starting pitching, you almost don't need your relievers, and I think that's what the Tigers general manager was thinking. Oh, we can just kind of skip the relievers.
They're
relieving isn't
They're
good.
going to have to look for a closer because I don't think Nathan is doing the job.
No, he's not.
So now, where's their closer available?
Balfour.
Yes, that's true, and then I would think that Detroit would take a chance with that.
I don't think so because they're still running for him. I think they need a guaranteed closer, and Balfour isn't guaranteed. He had a 5-run lead against the White Sox, and three hitters got one singles, bases loaded. Jose Abreu comes up, one swing of the bat, the game's done.
And I think that the Detroit seems to be hot and cold. They seem to win, like they just got them. I believe they swept Oakland.
And that's a hard thing to do.
And then they played us, and they've so far lost 2 or 3 to us.
Yeah, they're up and down.
They're up and down, and Kansas City's putting some pressure on them, but I don't think it'll last.
No.
I
I don't see very much in Kansas City, to be honest.
I don't think Kansas City has the players quite yet to go that far.
Yeah.
They're getting better, but if they start losing players after this year, like Shields, they're going to have to replace him, and that isn't going to necessarily be an easy replacement.
Yeah, because Shields is a piece of work, because he isn't the best pitcher like David Price or anything like that, but he throws shutouts.
Yes,
Complete games.
Shields a very good pitcher for when you need an important game.
Yeah.
And if they lose him to free agency, they're going to be hurt, and they're going to try to find another one someplace. Some people think they will go after Price, but I don't really think that they will want to try to afford that.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, when Shields was still with the Rays, basically what happened was, it was either going to be Price hitting first, or Price pitching first, or Price pitching second. And when Shields would pitch first, he wouldn't do as good as Price did when he was he was pitching second in the rotation. And when Price was pitching first, he was better there, and Shields was better in second. But then, Madden was kind of confusing, and they kept switching it. And I really just think Shields isn't a big name pitcher, but he should be. The way he pitches, the way he works his curveball. Curveball's very good. I like his.
Yeah,
curveball.
Shields had problems when he was with the Rays winning the big games in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's not really a playoff type pitcher. He's not a Hikaru Kuroda or a David Price. He's more like, I'm a hidden, like you can't see me, and like he's not in the big names. Like he won't get a humongous contract. He'll probably get about 10 or 11 million. But then players like David Price is just as good as him, and he'll get about 15. Were you checking the time? How much time do we have left?
See what we have left.
Alright, we
So
don't have
we
very
can
much.
decide which ones we need to talk about, because
Well, I'm just thinking that the Astros could be a contender next year, even though they're in the division with the Rangers, Tigers, Athletics, Angels. They have a good shot. They have some amazing prospects coming up. Within the next 7 years, I'm predicting they'll win 1 or 2 World Series. Because they have a dominant outfield. They have a very good infield with Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa coming up. That'll be the best combo in baseball. Like the best second short in baseball, unless someone gets hurt. Altuve has the best average in baseball, and Carlos Correa is one of the best players in minor leagues. So to have those players is just phenomenal. And also, I think someone who's really getting hidden because the Astros have been signing more players. Mark April, he's their number 2 prospect. They're going to have him next. They're going to have Altuve, Correa, Grossman, Springer, April, Correa, if I haven't already said him. They're going to have a dominant team once those players are finished. I think they're going to get the Marlins.
That is true. The only thing is they all have to develop them.
That's true, but I'm just thinking that I think they will.
Yes, they should. I mean, so far through the minors, they've done a good job of developing, so they should.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen with Sirianni?
Oh, Sirianni, I'd like to see the Rays get him, but I don't think they will. They've won like 9 out of the past 11 games.
They say today they think he might retire.
That's a possibility. I mean, you've just been designated by a team like the Yankees who like older players. If they just designated you for an assignment, you should leave baseball.
Yes, and I think that he has to decide whether he wants to play anymore, and that could be tough. I mean, he's got obviously should have a lot of money from all the big contracts he had, and he will be paid for this contract.
Yeah.
Which is $18 million, even though the Cubs paid 12, it don't make a difference where it comes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just like Heath Bell, he's getting paid like $12 million by the Marlins, Diamondbacks, Rays, Yankees,
Yeah, so I mean,
Orioles.
he's another one that I think eventually will retire. I don't think there's.
Heath Bell probably wants to retire.
He goes and he joins the team in the last 2 weeks and they cut him.
Yeah, and he's getting paid that salary.
So I don't know
That's a pretty good stunt that he's getting.
what his thoughts are.
Basically, what happens is he signed a $12 million contract about 2 years ago. He gets traded. Now the Diamondbacks are paying some of that. He gets traded to the Rays. The Rays release him. He's still getting paid for that contract. He signs with the Orioles. Now the Orioles are paying him more. He gets released by the Orioles. Now he signs with the Yankees. He's getting paid even more now.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting paid 3 contracts at once.
That's right. That's right. So he don't really need to pitch anymore, to be very honest with you. But it's hard for them to retire when
Anyway, guys, we're almost out of time. We have about 3 more minutes. Hopefully, I actually saved this one.
Yes, please do. This is very valuable information that needs to go out to the public, and if you erase it, it won't go.
Even though any of you probably don't care about it, but.
And besides that, LT's on his way home, and he's going to get this straightened out.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, our next show might be in Vegas.
Yes.
We're leaving very soon for Vegas. We aren't living there, but we'll be taking a vacation. Yes. So you might see us in Vegas in our hotel room. That'd be pretty fun. We'll be down in the press room in the hotel, and we'll hold our next conference. Well, we might have another one by that. Yeah. I mean, it depends. It's July 6th, maybe July 15th. That's right. Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, we'll see you the next time. I'm Andre. I'm Don. Goodbye. Goodbye.